I'm sure all of us have wanted to make a lot of Robux at one point or another, right? Well, in this video, I'm going to be sharing some tips with you all on how you can hopefully make some more Robux. Let's get started with tip number 1. There are many ways that you can be kind to people, and please donate. For starters, a good way to be friendly is just by being nice to people that you find when walking around in the game. You can also have conversations with people you find in the game. Some things that you could ask the people are, how has your day been going? What do you like to do for fun, or how long have you been playing? Please donate. You can also make connections with people in game, and by this I mean you can make friends with people. And last but not least, one of the most important things in my opinion when it comes to being friendly to people and please donate is to not be disrespectful. I know it seems kind of intuitive, but it's just a good thing to know. For example, if somebody asks you if you could donate them, don't scream in their face and say, "No, get out of my face!" Just say something like, "No, I'm not donating at the moment, sorry." It's okay to reject or deny people who want donations, but if you do, just be polite about it. Now for the second tip, we have something that is simple to do yet can be extremely effective at times: making multiple buttons. For starters, if you have many cheaper and more expensive button options, that will allow richer people to donate more Robux to you, assuming you're in a server with a rich person in the first place. Second, and probably the most important for this tip, don't make one Robux game passes. You do not receive anything from one Robux game passes after taxes. Sure, it's a good way to get your raised increase, but in the short and long term, one additional Robux won't help you raise lots more Robux. And finally, if possible, make game passes that cost up to 1 million Robux. Yeah, I know it's a lot. Or if possible, even higher. Also, make multiple buttons of smaller Robux amounts. This will also let people donate you more if they choose to. There's not exactly much I can say for this tip, but as the name of it suggests, you should show kindness and appreciation for all donations you receive in the game, even as ones as small as 2 or 3 Robux. If people see you showing appreciation to donations you receive, they will be more likely to donate you again. This is another important tip to raise more and please donate: having a well-balanced donated to raised ratio. This is basically the amount of Robux you have donated to the amount of Robux you have raised on the leaderboard in the game. If your donated to raised ratio is more balanced, people will see that you are generous and will want to donate you more, most likely thinking that you will donate them back. But still, it is also perfectly fine to have more raised than donated, like 5k raised to about 4 to 4.5k donated, but do not have a lot more raised than donated. For example, like 50k Robux raised to about 500 or so donated. People will see that you are not generous with this ratio and will most likely not be willing to donate you. Sometimes people will donate though, but most of the times I've seen people not get donated with these bad of ratios. Like with the higher raised than donated, it is perfectly fine to have more donated than raised. Just do not go overboard with donating people and have an insane ratio of like 500k donated to 20k raised. This can technically be helpful for trying to get Robux, but the majority of the time, at least in my case, you will just get begged because people think you are rich. And last but not least, richer people in your server that see you donate with a balanced donated to raised ratio will be more inclined to donate you. Setting goals can be really important when it comes to wanting to raise Robux. If you have a specific goal understanding, for example, goal 500 Robux, I want to buy a new avatar, then people will likely want to donate you to helping you to purchase or do something. Don't just put Robux amounts that you want to reach on your stand, as people won't feel like they have any reason to donate you unless they're helping you achieve something other than a milestone. Don't set your goals too far ahead of your current raised amount. For example, if you have 9.8k raised, set your goal as 10k, but if you have 200 raised, don't set your goal as like 20k raised. Having booth gimmicks can be useful for raising Robux. If you don't know what a booth gimmick is, it's basically just a central idea or theme that your booth revolves around. Like the text on it, the buttons, and the booth itself are about that theme. Your booth, as well as you as a person, will seem more lively and stand out more, and people will most likely want to donate you more than they intended to. Next, it can help you draw attention to big donators and even just donators in general in your server. Have a combination of booth gimmicks and stand selections. This will work in your favor of getting donations. For example, have the burger booth and use the gimmick of a McDonald's menu. Have the barber booth and offer haircuts. Or have the ice cream booth and run a little ice cream truck business with different ice cream flavors. This is an important tip for every Please Donate player who plays on PC. If you're AFK and inactive or not moving in the game, then people will not have any reason to donate you, since you will not be able to give your reaction to the donation that you receive. If you're AFK in-game, then that will cause you to be in the game, not doing anything for multiple hours at a time, for a profit of little to no Robux, and if anything, it will hurt you because you will be using electricity in your home and not gain anything from it. There are only a few circumstances in which I would suggest to go AFK inside of Please Donate. These circumstances are being at school, being at work, or being asleep. I would only go AFK if you are under any of these circumstances, or you are unable to access your computer for a majority of the day. Now, this tip is completely optional, so if you don't have voice chat or don't want to get voice chat, you can skip to the end of the video. If you do get voice chat, then you will be able to access the voice chat servers, obviously, and on average, at least from my experience, that is where the richer players are at a majority of the time. You will be able to share your reactions to donations you receive with everyone else in your server, and if you have good enough reactions, you will sometimes get more Robux because of it. Finally, you can show off any talents you have in-game, such as playing an instrument or singing. This is going to be the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. You can use all of these tips in combination with each other, use only one of them, or use a few of them. Either way, you will hopefully be able to receive more Robux from at least one of these tips.